All right, we're good, guys. First of all, it's glad to see you back. Congratulations on your championship. Question for both of you: what has this offseason been like? I know I recently saw Khris got to take the trophy on a trip. Jrue, did you get to do the same?
I did not get to take the trophy. No, I've just been sitting at home, really, sitting at home working out, preparing for the season. So we know this is a short off season for especially us two. So just sitting at home chilling.
Yeah, it's been a short off season for myself. Like Drew said, I was able to take the trophy back home for a couple of days. No, really a day. That was pretty cool. Other than that, just been at home, trying to, catch up on time with my family, take care of my body, and start working out again.
Stephanie Sutton, WISN TV, Milwaukee. I know we're weeks away, but is this the most excited you guys been for an opening night, knowing you're going to get your rings, your championship rings?
Yeah, I would say so for sure. I'm sure, I'm excited. He's excited. I'm sure the whole city is excited. I can't wait to see him put them on my finger. And then after that, pin in the case and get ready for the game.
I mean, yeah, this is what you dream about, right? Especially as a little kid, being able to opening day, having that ceremony, and seeing the bling. So I'm ready for it.
What's up, fellas? I guess for both of you, just what do your bodies feel like right now? You both talked about the short off season. Like, how are you feeling going into this? Is it more soreness than normal? Like, are you ready to go? Like, just kind of how are you both feeling?
As of right now, I feel great. I think it really depends on, the first day, the first couple of days or week, how our body reacts and how can we adjust. And, I think it just really starts with that first week, see how it goes with training camp, and then we just have to go from there, at least for me.
No, I agree. I feel good. Ready to go, mentally in a good place. So, like you said, we'll get back into it tomorrow and see how things go from there.
I would guess neither of you have asked for an off day ever in your lives, but for you guys trying to manage that for an upcoming season, just what does that conversation kind of look like, whether it's with John or Bud, or kind of just going through all that?
They're usually pretty good at being able to read guys and the bodies, but not only that, they're good at maintenance and maintaining. So I think if it ever came to that, we could have the conversation and it'd be fine, but I don't think it'll end up coming to that.
Hey guys, Jamal Collier from ESPN. I want to ask you guys about your vaccine status on the COVID vaccine and just kind of what the conversations have been like for y'all as a team, as far and even with the league and the Players Association, as far as like sharing information and how you guys have gone about that, I guess.
I would say we haven't had many conversations. Maybe last season we did a couple, but I think the main message that we all said to one another is, do your research on it, but at the same time, you got to do what's best for yourself and your family.
Yeah, I would agree. To be able to protect those around you, those that are important to you, and then at the same time, we were going through a finals run. That's very important to all of us here. So, just taking the time out to be able to go out there and research it and do your due diligence and then make your own decision.
Has there been the Players Association, have you guys gotten together and sort of, has there been like a resource for y'all? Or was there something that you maybe, wanted more from the PA as well? Or is that something that kind of teams are sort of handled individually amongst themselves?
I think it's been a lot from both. Our team definitely talks about it all the time, and even today, just how real it still is. And then the PA just doing a great job of informing us, like he said last year, and any questions that we had. But they were one of the resources that we had to be able to further our knowledge on the vaccine and even the virus. So I think they've done a great job.
I guess a quick follow there. So for this season to get going again for the league, on time, 82 games, there's obviously more restrictions for unvaccinated players. Now, last year you guys went through the protocols all together, right? I'm just curious from a team building perspective, if some of your guys, Mark Lazary and John said the team's mostly vaxxed. If guys have to be separated and there's different, like how might that affect team building and chemistry as you're trying to do this again, where last year you're all together, this year, I mean, some of your teammates may be told to stay away or not, but more restrictive in that way. Could that be a problem at all or something to try to work through?
I don't think so. I mean, I think we'll find a way. to make sure everybody, is still together. There's so much technology nowadays to communicate, see each other. We hope it really doesn't come to that, but I think we have a great team that, love to be around one another. No matter the obstacles, we'll find a way to make sure nobody feels left out because of a personal decision they decided to make.
I agree.
Hey guys, Lily Zhao from Fox 6 Milwaukee. First time we've gotten to talk to you guys since the crazy summer ended. So can you describe the whirlwind of winning a title, doing a parade, getting on a flight to Tokyo, and winning a gold medal, and what was it like playing together in Japan?
It was crazy. It happened in a short amount of time. But I think being able just after parade, the next day us leaving, and then the next day we played. Yeah. Playing again is just, honestly, it's like we never stopped. So I feel like we were pretty comfortable just going out there playing because literally 3 days ago we were playing the game. But the experience it together, man, was cool. To be able to win a ring together and then an Olympic medal, to go like across country and play against so many great countries and great teams, great players, and meet them, just be able to have that conversation, whatever basketball-wise was really cool. But to do it with him, somebody I'm close to, somebody that we just won with, it couldn't have been better.
For both of you, now that y'all have won a title, I mean, obviously that's the thing you're chasing all along. Now that you've won a title, what do you kind of use as that incentive, motivation to make sure you still have that hunger? And I didn't know if either of you had talked to somebody who'd won a title before, just about what it's like that following year when you're trying to defend.
I haven't talked to anybody personally about winning a title and then the next year, but I think, Bud had a great message for us this morning when we met as a team for the first time was do it again. That was his quote, his phrase, and with that had a lot of different examples and meanings with that. But it's a challenge. I think we have to find a way to stay hungry, not be satisfied by what we accomplished last year, to find a way to do it again.
Well, speaking of Tokyo, I know there was a bubble to a degree out there. So were you able to stay in touch with Jordan? And did you guys kind of watch what he was able to do in his Olympic experience? And then off that, what maybe could that mean for a player like him coming into year two?
Yeah, talked to Jordan a little bit. Obviously, him being in the Olympic Village, we didn't get a chance to go, but would have loved to experience it. That was cool, just talking to him about that. But to see him play on a international stage like that was really cool. See what he did and how well he played. He could shoot the ball, but we can get him to pass a little more. But played very, very well, and just for him to be able to do that against some great teams and great players was real cool to see. So hopefully you get a chance to show off a little bit of that this year.
Chris, I know for you kind of took him under his wing with some film watching. How did you kind of see that, and what maybe can that mean for him going forward?
Sure. I mean, like Jrue said, I think, it was a great experience for him to play in the Olympics. It was great watching him play. I think he had a couple of pretty good games, but, he's a young player that's still trying to learn himself, trying to learn his game. And at the same time, he knows he has different areas where he could work on, just like all of us. But I think that's part of it all is learning what your weaknesses are, learning what you're really good are, and trying to find a way to become a complete player.
Eric? Chris, for years, and I guess Jrue for a year, I've asked both of you about like hearing what people say about you and you're not good enough or whatever it might be. This time around, people say good stuff about you. You're champs. Like, how does that kind of change your perspective going into a season, being a champ and kind of thinking about that?
Same answers before, man. Like I said it before, I love all of y'all, the people that write, the media, but at the same time, don't pay attention to it. I know what I need to do. My teammates, my coaches, they tell me what I need to do. And those are words that mean the most to me, and those are words that, I think about the most whenever I'm playing or working out.
I mean, just as much as you don't listen to the negative, it's kind of the same with the positive. Like, you can't really get too high. You make one mistake, and it could be right back where you were before. So just got to stay even keeled,
a little along the lines of that question, but just, last season, people sort of made points to injuries. They may look at the team in Brooklyn as maybe coming back all together. Did y'all feel like y'all gotten the respect you deserve kind of coming off this championship, or is that, something that y'all have not paid much attention to?
I haven't paid any attention to that at all. I mean, you can say we got lucky. I feel like there's a lot of Champions teams. You have to have some type of luck to win. You have to stay healthy. You have to be talented. You have to be skillful. But no, I really don't think about any of that at all. What we did last year, they can't take that away from us at all. But we still have to stay motivated. We still have to be hungry. Try to find a way to do it again. We have a great team returning. A lot of our guys back. We got some new guys that we feel can help us a lot. So it's all about here tomorrow, day one, and building something special along our journey so we can accomplish another championship.
For either of you gentlemen, if you can remember back early in your careers before you guys got to a championship level, what was it like when you guys were taking the court against a defending champion? Was there a little extra motivation to go out there and kind of knock them off the perch and prove yourselves to them, or is it just seriously everyone's the same?
I don't know. I guess I kind of feel like a lot of the times it was pretty much the same. The first year that Golden State won, they beat us in the playoffs the first round. So that was when we came back and played them the first time. I was like, nah, I need this win. I don't remember if we won, but that was the time that I remember. Like, yeah, I'm gonna need this one. So I'm pretty sure there's a couple of playoff teams out there that want to, at least that want to beat us.
What's up, fellas? Good to see you. Congratulations with everything. You didn't need to do Australia like that in the Olympics, but outside of that, it's all good. Khris, for you, you spoke about external expectations and whatever people like us say, but for you internally, when you came to this day last year, it was a different situation. The playoffs obviously was disappointing. You weren't sure what was going on with Giannis. There was lots of pressure, it felt like, on the organization. What's the difference this year after winning the title? Does it feel like it's a weight off your back, or there's less pressure, or you feel more confident? What changes?
I feel there's, a little bit of weight off your back, your shoulders or whatever. But as far as the pressure, expectations and whatnot, we expect a lot of ourselves. That doesn't mean just because we won last year, we're going to keep winning. But we know we're in a position to do that. So we expect ourselves to go out there and play hard every night, expect to win most nights. But, I won't say, like, this is a do-or-die season like I think some people have said in the past. We're happy about what we did last year, but we know we still have a lot to prove to ourselves, most importantly.
We'll go to Steve on Zoom. Steve Ashburner.
Hi, gentlemen. This is for either or both of you. I'm wondering if you can recall any specific talk from a coach or a lesson on the court or in any other sport even, where you learned as an athlete to beware of satisfaction. That don't settle for what you've achieved and always keep pushing through. Because I got to think that you wouldn't be at this level had you gotten satisfied at some point previously. Is there something that stands out, a coach maybe, or where you took some lumps as an athlete that it drove home that point?
I'm not necessarily sure a coach. Maybe when I was younger, but I've had some great teammates and a lot of them to go through a lot of things. So I always think that the knowledge that they passed along to me about as simple as something you missing a shot and keep shooting your next one, that kind of leads on to this situation, being able to not just be satisfied with just one winning season, but to try to do it more times. And this is more maybe like on a team level, but even for Khris, like he got gypped to being an all-star. He'll be another one this year. So it'll things like that, just having great teammates to be able to speak positivity into you and be able to just build you up.